Well, to much of our surprise, we made it. We made it through one of the most difficult semesters that we've probably seen, and definitely one of the most interesting and different. Yeah, the pandemic did make this class harder, but instead of focusing on how much more difficult it made it, let's look at more how it changed it, because that's really what happened here. Motivation was hard to gather, especially for this course, as writing assignments and giving speeches takes time and practice. And the pandemic robbed us of one of the biggest motivating factors, and that is coming to class regularly. However, our course, in having 2 in-person days a week, helped a lot with kind of keeping up that usual rhythm, even though the rest of our courses may or may not have been totally online or an even more internet focused hybrid. And that was probably the biggest challenge of the entire semester, is establishing that rhythm, that flow that we're so used to. To succeed in this course, you have to make a habit of working for your assignments, for your speeches, for practicing for big projects. And with the pandemic, it will be harder, but it's different because you're not going out with your friends to record a podcast. You're sitting in your room recording it on Zoom. I learned that even though we're living in different times, we still have the chance to make practice, to make perfect on our assignments and what we do. This pandemic hasn't changed that. It hasn't changed the fact that practice makes perfect. I know for my TED Talk in particular, I would stay evening after evening giving the talk to my friends, family over Zoom, over Facebook Messenger, because in these different times, you have to adapt and you have to overcome. Communication is a skill that will stick with you throughout college and, more importantly, throughout your entire life. You have to keep talking, you have to keep practicing, and you have to keep moving forward, because even during times unlike any other, we will one day get back to a normal, and you still will have to give those dreaded speeches.